Okay, I'm back. And Divine and Grateful Risings. How are y'all doing today? I hope you're having a fantastic day. Welcome to the Spirituality with Touche. Lord, I hope you're having a fantastic day. Y'all, come in, like the live, share the love. Drop something in the chat that you're grateful for. Let's get in the flow of abundance. Y'all know we finna serve up this spirit and glam with a touch of beauty, fashion, and faith. Um, and purpose on purpose, right? Y'all, make sure that you turn your notifications on so you're notified anytime I go live or post a video, all that good stuff. Thank y'all so much, so much, so much for the continued support. Please make sure you subscribe. Please make sure you like the video. Make sure you comment on the video as well, because it helps the message to circulate. It helps the message of the word of the Lord to get out to as many people as possible. Kizzle. All that do it, let's get to it. Y'all, we are in the book of Isaiah. We're in the book of Isaiah. We gonna be here for a minute, y'all. We gonna be in the book of Isaiah for a while, because it is like 66 books, 66 chapters in the book of Isaiah. So we gonna be here for a minute. But guess what? We're not in a rush, right? We're not in a rush. We're here to read the word, discuss the word, and build a relationship with the Lord. Reading the Bible 2 chapters at a time. So we ain't in a rush to get through it. So we received that. Okay. So Isaiah 5 and 6, that's what we're on today. And we're starting off. It looks like I read this on July 8th, 2024. So make sure today is December 9th, 2025. So there may be I'll be writing dates, y'all. Like I'll be writing dates in my Bible to know when it was that I read it. So go back to that day. There may be something. I'm gonna have to go back and see if I can see if anything happened on 7/8/24, July 8th. Where was I at? I was in LA. Um, no, I wasn't. I was not in LA. I was back in San Diego at that time. 4th of July, because I was by the water for the 4th of July. So, because I came back to San Diego Juneteenth of last year. So I was in San Diego. So go back to that day and see if there's something significant. Maybe you have your journals. Of course, I have all my journals. There may be something important on this, because we are talking about a song about the Lord's vineyard, a song about the Lord's vineyard. Let's see what this is about, y'all. All to do it. Let's get to it. Here we go. Now I will sing for the one I love a song about his vineyard. My beloved had a vineyard on a rich and fertile hill. Crazy. We just had the message before this that talked about like fertile ground, fertile soil. He plowed the land, cleared its stones, and planted it with the best vines. In the middle, he built a watchtower and carved a wine press in the nearby rocks. Then he waited for a harvest of sweet grapes. The Seven of Pentacles came out in the last message. Go watch it. I don't even know the name of it yet. Watch all the messages in this series. Now, you people of Jerusalem and Judah, you judge between me and my vineyard. What more could I have done for my vineyard that I have not already done? When I expected sweet grapes, why did my vineyard give me bitter grapes? Now, let me tell you what I will do to my vineyard. I will tear down its hedges and let it be destroyed. I will break down its walls and let the animals trample it. I will make it a wild place where the vines are not pruned and the ground is not hoed. A place overgrown with briars and thorns. I will command the clouds to drop no rain on it. The nation of Israel is the vineyard of the Lord of heaven's armies. The people of Judah are his pleasant garden. He expected a crop of justice, but instead he found oppression. He expected to find righteousness, but instead he heard cries of violence. Judah's guilt and judgment. What sorrow for you who buy up house after house and field after field until everyone is evicted and you live alone in the land. But I have heard the Lord of heaven's army swear a solemn oath. Many houses will stand deserted, even beautiful mansions will be empty. 10 acres of vineyard will not produce even 6 gallons of wine. 10 baskets of seed will yield only 1 basket of grain. What sorrow for those who get up early in the morning to looking for a drink of alcohol and spend long evenings drinking wine to make themselves flaming drunk. They furnish wine and lovely music at their grand parties, lyre and harp, tambourine and flute, but they never think about the Lord or notice what he is doing. So my people will go into exile far away because they do not know me. Those who are great and honored will starve, and the common people will die of thirst. The grave is licking its lips in anticipation, opening its mouth wide. The great and the lowly and all the drunken mob will be swallowed up. Humanity will be destroyed and people brought down. Even the arrogant will lower their eyes in humiliation. But the Lord of heaven's armies will be exalted by his justice. The holiness of God will be displayed by his righteousness. In that day, lambs will find good pastures, and fattened sheep and young goats will feed among the ruins. What sorrow for those who drag their sins behind them with ropes made of lies, who drag wickedness behind them like a cart. They even mock God and say, "Hurry up and do something. We want to see what you can do. Let the Holy One of Israel carry out his plan, for we want to know what it is." What sorrow for those who say that evil is good and good is evil, that dark is light and light is dark, that bitter is sweet and sweet is bitter. What sorrow for those who are wise in their own eyes and think themselves so clever. Child, let me just say this again. I'll tell anybody this, baby. I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing. I ain't got no answers. I don't be knowing, Lord. I ain't got a clue. What sorrow for those who are heroes at drinking wine and boast about all the alcohol they can hold. They take bribes to let the wicked go free, and they punish the innocent. Therefore, just as fire licks up stubble and dry grass shrivels in the flame, so their roots will rot and their flowers wither. For they have rejected the law of the Lord. Message, child, they talking about Disneyland and Universal Studios. For they have rejected the law of the Lord of heaven's armies. They have despised the word of the Holy One of Israel. That is why the Lord's anger burns against his people and why he has raised his fist to crush them. The mountains tremble and the corpses of his people litter the streets like garbage. But even then, the Lord's anger is not satisfied. His fist is still poised to strike. He will send a signal to distant nations far away and whistle to those at the ends of the earth. They will come racing toward Jerusalem. They will not get tired nor stumble. They will not stop for rest or sleep. Not a belt will be loose, not a sandal strap broken. Their arrows will be sharp and their bows ready for battle. Sparks will fly from their horses' hooves, and the wheels of their chariots will spin like a whirlwind. They will roar like lions, like the strongest of lions. Growling, they will pounce on their victims and carry them off, and no one will be there to rescue them. They will roar over their victims on that day of destruction like the roaring of the sea. If someone looks across the land, only darkness and distress will be seen. Even the light will be darkened by clouds. Isaiah 6. Isaiah's cleansing and call. It was in the year King Uzziah died that I saw the Lord. He was sitting on a lofty throne, and the train of his robe filled the temple. Attending him were mighty seraphim, each having 6 wings. With 2 wings they covered their faces, with 2 they covered their feet, and with 2 they flew. They were calling out to each other, "Holy, holy, holy is the Lord of heaven's armies. The whole earth is filled with his glory." Their voices shook the temple to its foundations, and the entire building was filled with smoke. Then I said, "It's all over. I'm doomed, for I am a sinful man. I have filthy lips, and I live among a people with filthy lips. Yet I have seen the King, the Lord of heaven's armies." Then one of the seraphim flew to me with a burning coal he had taken from the altar with a pair of tongs. He touched my lips with it and said, "See, this coal has touched your lips. Now your guilt is removed and your sins are forgiven." Then I heard the Lord asking, "Whom should I send as a messenger to this people? Who will go for us?" I said, "Here I am, send me." And he said, yes, go and say this to the people. Listen carefully, but do not understand. Watch closely, but learn nothing. Harden the hearts of these people. Plug their ears and shut their eyes. That way they will not see with their eyes, nor hear with their ears, nor understand with their hearts, and turn to me for healing. Then I said, Lord, how long will this go on? And he replied, until their towns are empty, their houses are deserted, and the whole country is a wasteland, until the Lord has sent everyone away and the entire land of Israel lies deserted. If even a tenth, a remnant, survive, it will be invaded again and burned. But as a terebinth or oak tree leaves a stump when it is cut down, so Israel's stump will be a holy seed. The end. Okay, the end. So a remnant. Come on, raising up the remnant. We receive it. Y'all, there's a glare on there, huh? Look, I had took it down, but I had to put it back. So, oh, let's do it. Let's get to it. What y'all want to use this time, child? I tried to straighten my cards up today, y'all. I tried to straighten them up.